It makes no difference what your paranoias are about your gender identity. If you had a disorder, you would face it, and if it wasn't cured for long enough, you might call it a disease. um, I would like to add that no, I will not be a man again. That was hard for me. Very hard. I felt isolated because I was psychologically, pathologically living a trans male life. And I didn't fully agree with it. But because I was intersex, it was safe to say I was a male. But the amount of isolation that I felt, and how weak I felt, and how much gravity there was, and how silent my voice was among how many people, 100%. And it was like an execution to my freedom and my happiness and my divine creation and my creativity and my love and my feelings and even my own functionable thoughts in my head was all going down the drain and the lights were going out. So I knew I had to make a run for it and take my birth name Sonia back. I did. I got it. I'm post-op. And I think I'm allowed to have no reason for you to hear about except for I'm a biological female. And that's what you're going to have to live with and deal with if you think about me. And you're like, no, no, no. You're just transgender like me. I'm like, sure. But it doesn't equate our differences. We're not living in a bubble together. Everybody's different. And people have to learn to get along with themselves instead of building bridges where there shouldn't be and having to burn them down later. Hurting themselves, I believe, as a consequence of doing that sort of black magic to yourself. And I feel like a detransitioner. I do. And no, I'm not happy when my postmenopause catches up with me. It makes me miserable, like all the other women. And, you know, I don't really have a trans culture in my life, but I don't think I really need one. I'm just fine with everybody else. If you're all angry and hasty and pushy and shovey, and none of you are pulling us back into a seat and giving us a massage on the shoulders because you can see how much we're hurting. You just want to say, why don't you transition? Why don't you go further? That doesn't exactly have any effective support for a person. A person needs to accept themselves. But if it's easy enough to do things that they want to do personally, good for them. I don't own anybody else's body. I don't have the right to talk about their bodies. So, I don't feel connected to them. Why would I? Yeah. End of video.